BYTV's Golden Youths. I hope everybody had a happy new year. In their previous seminar, the Golden Youth Club invited the leading actor of Golden Teens, Li员峥, also known as Rick Lee, to share how he was able to get early action acceptance into Harvard University. This time, the person whose life story inspired Golden Teens, Carl Shan, was invited in to talk about parent-teen relationships. Before the lecture began, the Zoom conference room, which could only accommodate 500 people, quickly filled up. During the whole lecture, more than 100 people had been waiting in the waiting room, looking for an opportunity to listen to Carl. Carl graduated from Berkeley University with a major in statistics, and later decided to teach high school computer science, a job he did for 3 years. He currently works as a data scientist at LinkedIn. As part of the second generation of Chinese who grew up in the United States, he deeply understands the troubles of Chinese teenagers growing up and the obstacles they face when communicating with their parents. In order to help the two generations communicate better, Carl's Educational Institute for Chinese Youth and Their Parents, called Orenda, came into being. What do Chinese parents really want to say? Carl used a popular YouTube video called What Asian Parents Don't Say by Wang Fu Productions to showcase the stereotypical but often realistic difference between what Asian parents say and what they mean. It also explains some of the misunderstanding and communication between parents and their children.
I love you, but I don't want to say that, so I'm making sure you're well fed. That's how my parents said I love you to me.
The two generations with different growth backgrounds have completely different attitudes towards life, which means that they have completely different expectations of life as a whole. The generation of parents struggled for survival, while the good living environment that they created allowed for their children to live more meaningful lives.
我举3个例子 about 这个 survive 和 to live。很多家长们他们从台湾、香港大陆来的时候，他们上高中或者中学的时候，他们的 idea of survive 可能就是我怎么能得到好成绩，上一个好大学。他们上了 college 以后可能会这样子想，我怎么能学一个怎么能学一个本科，所以我毕业以后能找到好工作，挣点钱。工作以后呢，很多家长们可能那时候在想的时候，就是说我在这个工作能不能get promoted， 能不能have a very financially rewarding， 很 stable。对很多家长来说，这是他们的 definition of success。但是在美国长大的孩子们呢，因为父母成功了以后，他们的 perspective 可能不同了。我记得我年轻的时候，我对每个 life stage 问的问题都是不同。我没有问这3个问题 ，What's the point of all this？ 我为什么学这么多的历史和物理和literature 和读这个书读那个书，学数学？为什么？我对数学对这些事情没有那么大的好奇，为什么还得逼我学 ？What's the point？ 我上大学以后呢，我问的问题不是怎么能挣很多钱，我问的就是 What am I excited about? What am I passionate about? 然后我找到工作以后呢，我还是问 How do I become happy and fulfilled 在这个 job？ 不只是挣钱，那是真正是 feel like 这个 job 是我的爱好或者是我的喜欢的 job。这样子来说呢，有时候家长们会看这个孩子，为什么你去 college 学的 major 很不 practical？ 为什么你找工作没有拿到最高的那个薪水的 offer？ 为什么你 choose to do something else， 当一个老师，或是 travel， 或者做那个？因为在可能家长的眼睛中 ，decisions 都不 make sense， 因为那些 decisions 都不是回答他们问的问题。我有一个朋友很好的大学的朋友。他跟我讲了一个故事，他说他高中的时候，他有一个好朋友，这个朋友上了大学以后呢，他的父母很想让他当一个医生，但是他不太想当医生，但是最后呢，他就觉得 you know what， 我的父母就是我想当医生，我就去当了医生。他去得到了一个 medical degree， 但是他得到了 medical degree 以后，又去得了一个 law degree， 去 law school 了，想当律师。然后我的朋友跟我解释说，他把这个两个 degree 得了以后，他回到家。见了父母，说妈妈爸爸，我从 law school 毕业了，我也从 medical school 毕业了。I did this for you. I have had enough. I will no longer live my life for you.
After this, Carl analogized the boss or manager at the workplace to the relationship between parents and their children. He asked the audience of traits of an ideal boss versus those of the worst possible boss, and then compare these extremes to the way that parents communicate with their children.
Who is the worst boss that you know? 可能是你的老板，可能是你朋友的老板。他做了一些什么？为什么他是一个很差的老板？我请大家在 Zoom chat 里边都写一写。有个人说我的 boss blame other people， not 很 rude， 没有 empathy， 不了解你，not trustworthy， 很 selfish， very unfair，very unfair， 很多人都说 unfair。lies， 有一个人说他的老板会说谎 ，to lie to get promoted。Who was the best boss？ 最好的老板 that you had？ 然后为什么他们是最好的 ？What did they do？ 他们做了一些什么 to make them the best boss？ 有人说 trust 很 fair，tough but fair， 很 respectful and encourage。Ron 说他们 empower me。Vic 说 freedom 给我 freedom。英说 they show appreciation。看起来不好的 boss 有 patterns， 好的 boss 有 patterns。OK， 比如说你被 promoted 或者你被 hired by 一个新 company， 然后你现在是当一个新的 boss， 你有个 team of 咱们说5到10个人。What would you do to earn the respect and trust of your team? So Cindy says 他会 lead by example。郭玲说他们 work hard, listen. Ron 说他会有 one-on-ones with everybody to understand 他们 and try my best to support them。我问这3个问题的原因呢是很简单，你们都是一个 boss， 你们是你们的孩子的 boss。
Finally, Carl set standards for how parents can better communicate with their children. He acted out a few skits with his fiancée, Catherine, to better display the differences between good and bad communication between parents and their children.
比如说我是 Catherine 的爸爸，然后呢，我听说 Catherine 没有做她的作业，我想act out a skit, an example。你的数学老师刚给我发了一个邮件，他们说你上个星期的作业没做，是真的吗？
Oh yeah, I forgot.
你忘记了？怎么能忘记呢？是数学的作业，对你成绩很重要。你现在在用你的 planner 吗？不 ，This is why 你忘记了，你很 irresponsible， 你都不用你的 planner， 你知道吗？我的朋友的孩子们，他们都用他们的 planner， 非常安排，他们每天都安排他们的 schedule。你得
是他们的事，
你得从他们学
，OK？Whatever.
What did you think about that situation？ 在 Zoom chat 里边写一写，人文说哦 ，That sounds like me 并说很 bossy blaming。有一个人说非常 typical Chinese parent。Alex 问 What else should I say？ 然后一个人说爸爸说的话对的。Ethan 说 This is what happens in my family。Very accurate, very accurate. OK， 我想举另外一个例子 ，Another way of getting your point across。刚才你的数学的老師給我發一個郵件，他說你上個星期沒有 turn in 你的作業，這是真的嗎？
Yeah, I forgot.
你忘記了？發生什麼事情了？為什麼你忘記了？
Well, I was working on another project at school with my friends, and that project took a lot longer, and I guess next thing I knew, I just forgot about my math homework.
What do you think about 給你的數學老師發一個郵件問問他可不可以 turn in late homework? Are you open to that?
Yeah, I can try.
You can try. Is there anything I can do to support you?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Don't get involved.
Okay. 好。OK， 我 pause 一下。大家这一次听到了一些什么？Somebody said very good to hear the story of 为什么他没有做。我这个完全 agree。你不了解他们的 context， 很容易就 judge 他们说，哎，你很 irresponsible。他可能跟我说这个话是因为有别的 project， 但是我也不知道是不是实话啊。That's true， 这是一个很好的 point。I agree with that。或者是我可能推荐他写这个邮件，但是最后我也不知道写不写。我这个也是 agree。可能 problem 还没有完全解决。但是 we did not create a new problem yet。这个 new problem 就是互相开始打了，吵架了。We are focusing on one problem， 就是 what happened about the homework. In order to influence 你的孩子们，you have to build a relationship where 他们想听你的话。可能第一次他们还是不是完全听的。But 他们肯定不会听。要是每次他跟你谈话都觉得我不想听我爸爸，他爸爸只会喊，妈妈只会跟我喊，只会跟我吵架。
The main takeaways from Carl are that a good parent must, firstly, listen to understand, not to respond. Secondly, create neutral space and time. And thirdly, set loving boundaries. Carl's workshop was truly expertise, and he was able to make progress into dispelling the often heavy Asian stereotypes. These tensions can be cleared if parents communicate clearly with their children and allow for mutual understanding. Again, thank you to Carl for his wonderful workshop. The next speaker on Golden Youth's speech is the 2019 Distinguished Young Woman of America, who currently attends Yale. If you want to learn more about the upcoming event, you can visit us on our website at www.northamericamapleYouth.org. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Jason Qian, and this was BYTV Golden Youths.